I feel very good about it. Malarkey.
You think? Stinks.
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh. I like having fun. Yes, I like to laugh. I like having fun to meet people who laugh.
Bedford, Oregon, ladies and gentlemen, right here up on the I-5, Interstate 5. It's Tim Heidecker coming to you from an undisclosed location, let's just say, a chain hotel.
That's not my dad!
Speaking of dads, whose dad, grandfather, founder. Let's see if we can solve this riddle today. The founder of this hotel shares the same first name as the actor who played Mr. Drummond on Different Strokes. How about that? Dig deep, folks. Let's get to the bottom of what chain is honoring and hosting us this morning. 4 office hours. It is 10 a.m. here. I'm still on the West Coast. I am hopefully coming in clean, loud and clear. Captain Carlin, can you confirm?
Oh yeah, loud and clear, like you're right here.
Chester Doubletree.
I am joined by DJ Doug Pound. You're in there in the studio, correct?
Yay. Is it?
Is Vic with you? Where's Vic? I don't see him.
He's not here. This is his mic here. I don't know what.
Nick is a no-show.
What do you mean? I thought you talked to him. Have you spoken with him this morning? Have you heard anything?
Haven't heard a peep.
Nope.
Well,
strange.
We should be somewhat concerned, shouldn't we? I mean, hey, wait a minute. What the hell? What are you doing here? Are you staying here at the hotel?
I was just passing through Medford, and here we are.
Look at this, folks.
I knew Tim was out on the road by himself here, and I didn't want to have to do office hours alone.
No, well, thanks for coming up.
Yeah, I got.
Do you want to take a minute and get a setup going? Wow. Vic here at the Hilton. Oh, I gave it away.
Wait,
Conrad Bain was the actor who played
from Webster.
No, from
Wait, you said Different Strokes?
No, Different Strokes.
Was that the?
And Conrad Hilton. So Conrad Bain to Conrad Hilton. Is that what's going on? Is that?
Yes.
That was the show about the swimmers, Tim. Different Strokes.
I guess so. Well, listen, the cat's out of the bag. We were we were keeping it I was keeping it a secret a little bit. And I'll explain why. Cat? Is that what we're getting from? Cat's out of the bag. Okay, good. I was like, where's this? What's happening? Okay. A few months ago, I think it was one of the episodes where we were doing with Colin Hay. Colin Hay.
Hey.
We did Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks, yeah? And Vic was playing the piano, and I've known Vic is a quite accomplished musician, as we all know. And see, I just love being in this register in the morning, especially after a rock show. I've got a nice, deep, quite bassy voice, you know. It's quite transformative. And so it's quite therapeutic and soothing for me
Please
to
don't feel
speak this
bad. They're going to
way.
go to God's house.
And I'm going to speak, I am going to speak this way for most of the show, you see, because it's great. It's great toning for the voice. And anyhow, Vic had displayed a great touch on the keys, yeah? He's just kind of made nice playing, you know? And I thought, well, I'm putting my band together. How nice would it be if Vic was able to come and do the piano parts and play keyboards and sing some of the backing vocals, yeah? And I thought, well, I don't know if he will want to, you know. I don't know if his wife will say it's all right to go on a road. So I made an offer. I said, would you do it? Would you like to do it? And he said, absolutely. Isn't that right?
That's right. That is correct.
Yeah. I said, well, and that's it then. Yeah, that's the band. There's no other band, yeah? It's just me and Vic. And he's got the drum machines and the guitar sounds on the keyboards. So it's a bit of a one-man band, you know? No, he's just a guy in the band. That's all. And but I thought, well, it would be nice for the audience to not know. And the good news is no one listens or watches this show, so the audience will still be surprised.
Plain English.
So that's the
In
news.
fucking plain English.
Having the time of my life.
And Matt and Doug, you've seen the show now, and were you proud to see Vic up there?
Nah.
Wow.
Of course. Yeah, it's great to see Vic up there. And then
Doug, were you seething that you weren't up there?
No, I would not want to be up there. I don't know how to play a harmonica or a keyboard or anything. It was cool that Vic had his own. He got to come out center stage and do some John Popper.
Don't give anything away now.
Very cool.
All right.
This is a non-spoiler. This is a compliment I gave Vic right to his face after I saw it. I said the vocal blend on Buddy with you and Vic was beautiful. And your bassist Ellie, right? Is that her name?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
So-
combination.
Cause all the greedy fuckers doubled up on them.
Everything's vibrating, dude.
Last night in San Francisco, home of the Grateful Dead and Hot Tuna and Jefferson Airplane,
Canned Heat,
and
Jefferson
Starship. It was rocking, and it was a great show. It was packed, beautiful place, the Palace of Fine Arts, and we just took the crowd on a journey. It starts very negative, starts very abrasive, and it goes from there towards a very warm and wonderful place. And I feel like I could also talk like Art Garfunkel in this way. And I can only imagine that we can't even put reverb on my voice because of the Hilton Honors does not allow for reverb in their conference rooms. The guy checking us in this morning. Yeah, you can help yourself, just so you know, no reverb.
let us in on a little behind the curtain where he's like, we're like, can we get faster internet?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you can just pay, you can sign up and
Except
pay
for
for
Diamond membership.
Hilton members.
And he's like, you can try that. And then as I was leaving, he's like, but to be honest with you, it's the same shit.
Don't.
Yeah,
but don't.
it's a waste. So throw your fucking Diamond status in your toilet and shit on it and then flush. Matt, let's do this.
Wait, speaking of toilets, can I tell a real quick story? When I came in here this morning to go to the bathroom, and I walk in the lobby. But I walk in the lobby, and then I go into the bathroom, and it's one of those automatic lights that go on when they see you. But I walk in the bathroom, it's completely dark, and then it comes on, and there's a guy in the stall.
You couldn't trigger it.
It's shit in the dark. It was completely dark. Like a toilet paper.
Oh no! Did he say something?
He was moved around, like he breathed when I came in.
Like so, he was so
he was
still
in
that the
there
lights were.
he was so long.
Oh, that's funny.
God.
Maybe he was waiting to wipe until somebody came in, so he could see what he was doing.
All right, let's take a zoomer, Matt, and just welcome everyone to the show.
Let's start the day off with a pun from Kyle.
Oh,
Kyle Gass.
hi. My name's Kyle Heckler, no relation to Jim Heckler. My pun, silence. My pun was, I used to run a door store down in the Old West, and we used to have all sorts of people come and work for us. And Miss Dolly Parton, if you're familiar, she used to work for us when she was quite young. And before she was the star she was today, she had difficulty selling some of these doors. So I would stand there, and Dolly Parton would be in mid selling a door, and the man would say, "I would love a door. I would love a door to. I would melt the door. Anything. I just want a door." And I would say, "Dolly, I would say, Salvador, Dolly."
Salvador, Dolly. I like it. I really do. I'll be honest with you. I think that's a hit. Doug? Salvador, Dolly.
Salvador.
It was really surreal having Dolly Parton work there.
See, I would even simplify that and just make it about like Dolly worked at Home Depot, and she was in charge of like windows and things like that, entrances, and her manager at the time was a real hard ass, and she would, he would come up to her and be like, "Sail the door, Dolly. Sail the door, Dolly." That would work too. Salve is.
Well, I actually.
Doug, your thoughts?
Well, you can't say the word Dolly is part of the punchline, and then you said Dolly Parton. So
Ms. Parton.
That's
right, Ms. Parton.
I will pardon you for that, but next time try to keep the punchline out of the setup.
9 to 5 star the buxom Ms. Parton, people might say.
The pounding.
Some, right?
But
people were obsessed with her boobies
They still
in the
are,
80s.
yeah.
That's all that people would talk about as a child on the playground.
And now, like 40 years later, people are like, "Oh, her music's good too."
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, she also is a great songwriter, one of the great American songwriters,
And just a great kind of philanthropic person too, right, T?
The pounding.
Oh, absolutely. She funded the vaccine research that is working so well.
True, my parents got coronavirus.
I'm bitter because I got the Rona, and I thought I was, I'll just speak candidly. I was like, all right, this wasn't too bad. I had like a couple of days of feeling like I got a cold.
This virus ain't that serious.
And then it went away, and then it's like I just haven't had time to like fully recover. So I just still have like this, I feel my energy is good, but I just have like this congestion. Right? I just hate it. I just want it out. That's me every morning. But God bless, God watch over us and make sure that it doesn't get worse and I don't end up on a ventilator like so many have. But my voice is this is just because it's 10 a.m. and the voice is just gonna throughout the day it continues to blossom and open up and provide more range. And
It's okay if I fart.
And then I do my throat coat and I do my warm-ups and everything, and by the time the show is, it sounds beautiful.
Ask your guy to come out of the shadows, and pretty soon, I swear to you, you start getting a vision. I heard this voice, and she said, You don't have anything to be afraid of. I come from God. And I thought, yeah, right. And I went screaming down the steps to my grandmother.
All right, let's do the city of the day.
It's Sylvia Brown.
City of the day. Ain't much more to say. Let's all play. City of the day.
I got distracted because I retweeted Judd Apatow. He had tweeted a Simon and Garfunkel documentary that looks good. It's called The Story of Bridge Over Troubled Waters. It's like a 30-minute little making of that song, the story behind that song. I'd love to watch that today. And I didn't even retweet it. I just liked it. I loved it. And in my mentions is one Maureen McCormick. Now, do you know who Maureen McCormick is?
I do.
I mean, Vic.
I do.
Doug, Doug, do you know who Maureen McCormick is?
Yeah, she's the heiress to the Spice Empire.
No, sir. That is one of the Bradys, right?
Oh.
Marsha Brady. Mm-hmm. She's back. She's on Twitter now.
Marsha, the middle daughter.
Yeah. Wow. But I don't know why I'm seeing that as a notification to me. Interesting stuff, Twitter. Wow. Elon's got to get in there. The city of the day is brought to you by gnocchi. You knew this was coming. Do you love gnocchi but hate that bloated feeling you get after you wolf it down? Now you can eat and laugh with gnocchi. Gnocchi is the result of a wonderful merger between laughter chemicals and a potato surplus from the Household Delight Corporation. I'm joking. Gnocchi has the same texture and some of the same flavor as gnocchi, with an interesting sauce made from a liquid substance which is not yet illegal. The substance will make you laugh, guaranteed, delivering your mind from the distended feeling. And it can even be considered an exercise to keep the pasta gut restrained with abdominal tightening from laughter. Office hours customers get free shipping now when they go to gnocchi.laughing/chemical. Yay! Thank you. How'd you like that, Doug?
You skipped over one of the yays. I keep trying to.
I know. I saw the yay and bailed on it right away. I said, no. I don't do yays.
Thank you.
What am I, John Hancock at the signing the Declaration?
Thank you.
Yay. I vote yay on this. I'll sign it first. Let me ask you, Matt, who has the city of the day today?
Sylvia. There, Sylvia.
Hello.
Hello, Sylvia. How you doing?
Doing all right.
I'm doing okay. How about you?
What's the city? Where you call? What is the city?
Okay. I am in La Paz, Bolivia.
Yes. Wow. An international city of the day, for Christ's sake. Finally. Bolivia. Shall I say Bolivia in a very sensual way? Shall I say it in a very sensual way?
Go for it.
Bolivia.
Mm.
Not too bad, huh? Bolivia. Okay. Tell us a little bit about La Paz.
That was a little French, Tim.
Yeah. So right now there's a 4-day long holiday happening. So there's going to be like a lot of parades and dancing. And to be honest, I don't even know what it is because I've been here for 3 weeks visiting my family, and there's already been like 5 holidays.
Oh, they love it.
And it's pretty great. But at this point, I've just lost track of.
I don't want to lump Bolivia into the entire Southern Hemisphere. You know, that's a very disrespectful thing to do. But I will. Only to share a story of when I was spending time in Mexico, south of Mexico City, in a very small town many years ago. It was around the Christmas holidays, and there was some holiday, some celebration that went on all weekend, where all through the day and all through the night, there were just like cannons going off, like cannons in this valley. So it would just be like every half hour, all night. Okay,
That is the way.
I love it. What do we know about Bolivia? Let's look it up on the map. I just want to. It's. I think it's. Are things? Are you visiting? You live in America, but you're just visiting family.
Yeah, I live in San Francisco, and and so
there. Why didn't you adjust your travel so you could come see me last night?
I should have.
Why?
You're right.
Oh, Village Idiot.
Sorry. What's your name again?
I'm Sylvia.
That was too good. Bolivia is a landlocked country. Isn't that a little strange?
It's a little weird. We do have a gigantic lake, though, which is kind of like ocean.
But don't you think it shares a border, the lake? Don't you think it shares a border with Peru in a lot of ways?
Do I think that? In a lot of ways, you could say that it does, that we do share a lot of things with Peru.
And you have beautiful mountains there, isn't that true?
The most incredible mountains. That is actually very true.
Are you a lawyer now, Tim?
Is it true? Is it true that there's flamingos running around Bolivia?
Yeah. In the salt flats, there's these like 3 different species of flamingos that only live there.
Awesome. I'm just scrolling through Wikipedia. What else?
Doug, I could see you going down to Bolivia for a vacation soon.
You
I would
should.
love to.
It's beautiful.
I like
We
lakes.
have a socialist government.
There's a what government?
We have a socialist government.
Cool.
What? Really?
There's a socialist party in power, I should say.
How's it working out?
Well, pretty stable down there, correct? Relatively to other countries down there.
Well,
like,
for 13 years, Evo Morales was our president, and his party eliminated a lot of poverty and nationalized a lot of resources, which is great. And then there was a coup that happened around the same time that COVID started, and that was a fucking mess. But the coup is over. Now the Mas party is back in power, and the crazy lady who was head of the coup, she's going to jail for like 30 years now or something.
oh wow. Okay. So you guys are taking care of business.
Oh, we are. Yeah.
Listen, folks. Now, if you come to some of my shows this summer, last night we had a member of the DSA. Do you know about this? They were at the show. They were setting up a table, and they were really the focus was on abortion resources and making and donating money so that we can support reproductive health. But it's sort of like, why can't more things just be in the public domain? Why can't more things be, we should treat things that we love and use and need every day as utilities that are for the good of the people, that are baseline things that shouldn't be privatized, that shouldn't be, a quick way to get quick cash for some jackass like Conrad Hilton. Shouldn't Conrad provide me with lodging on the road as I travel?
Lodging should be free for everybody.
Well, certain of baseline lodging. Why not? I mean, we're only here for a short time, Doug. I mean, you can't take it with you.
I'm down.
Are people somehow under the delusion that you can take it with you? Because what the hell are we doing? Let's just try to be happy. Let's learn. Let's enjoy our time and make it as enjoyable for as many people as possible, baby.
Tim, what does a public hotel look like?
A public hotel. Well, I don't want to get into the details of that, Doug.
Or is it kind of a big gymnasium with beds that you can just crash?
Like a hostel. You ever stay in a hostel? Doug?
Yeah, I think I did.
I stayed in a hostel in Edinburgh, Scotland in my college years. Sylvia, are you staying in a hostel or are you staying with friends?
Oh no, I'm staying at my family's house, the house that I grew up in La Paz.
Amazing. Well, Sylvia, thank you so much for joining us and providing the city of the day. It was lovely to talk to you.
Yeah, and I'm so sad that I missed your tour. I'm traveling exactly the same time that your tour is, but hopefully sometime soon.
I'm disappointed in you, but I will say also that I do think that we're at that this is the beginning of something big, this tour. I feel like it will not be the only time you get the opportunity to see it. It feels like something's about to bust.
Something's about to bust.
So maybe we'll see it down the road.
You could come down to LA in September too,
I
right?
love Glendale. I mean, I have a ton of friends in Glendale, you know, and
That's a good note. We just put on sale tickets for the El Rey in Los Angeles, September 9th. So
oh, that's around my birthday.
that could be something
you
you
go.
do.
You stay at the compound, no problem.
Okay, thanks, Sylvia. We'll let you go. Say hello to your dad.
I will.
Who owns the El Rey, Tim? El Rey Hubbard?
Why don't we check in on the hotline? We haven't
for the sound is what
tested
I feel.
that out. Oh, here we go. Somebody, I think they were at the show last night. Bobby, 480, you were live on the air.
Hey, T, this is Bobby Charleston. How you doing today?
All right, Bobby, how can I help you?
Well, I was at the show last night. I'd like to say it was incredible, but unfortunately for me, I stood in that merch line forever, ran back to my seat, barely made it in time for you to shove me into my seat and yell, "Fuck you," in my face. You were so angry with me, T, and I traveled down to San Fran from Mendocino just to see you, and, you know, it's really put a strain on my heart.
I'm so sorry to hear that. It sounds like you were being disruptive, though. It sounds like maybe you had it coming. Would you surrender to that?
I would completely disagree, and how dare you, Tim? I stood in that merch line forever, dropped my hard-earned dollars on a beautiful, brand-new copy of High School, which is available on vinyl for everybody to buy in slushy blue, Pop Rocks blue and red, and what I saw earlier today was a limited edition Record Store Day clear red vinyl, and I highly recommend everybody purchases all 3 copies.
He's kind of, doesn't it sound a little like John Worster doing it?
That's immediately what I thought.
Well, I do recall. I only did that. I only got in one person's face. I guess it was you.
It was definitely me, and you know, it was a thrill. But for me, the thrill of the night was Mr. Vic Berger coming out. He's your own personal, you know. I don't even know what he is, but he was incredible. I love his vocals. I agree with what was said earlier with the harmonies, but man, when he was tickling those ivories, I loved it.
I leave it all on the floor. I give everything. I give 120%, and I'm up there for 2 hours, and I work my ass off. And then you come in on this show and say the highlight of the night was the fucking keyboard player. Now, okay, thanks a lot. Imagine saying that to Bruce Springsteen.
Definitely the highlight for me, yes. I mean, maybe if you were a little bit nicer than me, it would have went a different way. But unfortunately, you had to scream in my face. We started off on a bad foot, but then Big Berger came out and saved the entire show for me. Thank God. The only thing that could have made it better is if DJ Doug Pound was in the house, Mr. Fop Off Loose and Hop.
Victor Berger.
Now that sounds right.
I know. And listen, if you didn't think it crossed my mind how to incorporate the great one, DJ, into the tour, it did not cross my mind. No, it did. But we can't give everybody everything.
I'm trying to get incorporated into some of these shows. I'm working on it.
Yeah, you will. Listen, the other big thing that happened last night, which we found out later, was apparently, and this hasn't been fully confirmed, but we did get a report that it was alleged that a woman broke her leg at the show last night.
During the show.
During the show. Do you know about this?
During the show, I did. I did not see that or hear about it. No.
Well, I have a bit in the show where I bring a baseball bat and start wailing on people. And no, I thought it was a fake bat, but it was the real one. No, no, seriously. Apparently, a woman was making her way back to her seat and tripped on a step. And
she's listening.
Yeah, I want to reach out and see if I can send her a box of Russell Stover chocolates.
Yeah, absolutely. But in all seriousness, T, you did a great job last night. The set was incredible. This was the first time I've gotten to see you play music, and I've been trying to get to one of the shows in L.A. for a while. So thank God I finally got to this one. I had seen you do your stand-up routine before, but your albums are incredible. My personal favorite is What the Broken Hearted Do, but I loved everything about that show last night. I was glad to be there, and I wish you a lot of luck on the rest of the tour. The rest of the country doesn't know what they're missing out on if they don't already have tickets in their pockets.
Well, thank you very much for that ringing endorsement. I appreciate it. I do feel the same way. I feel like if you're not on board yet, then there's something wrong with you. And what you're interested in is like, there are people that are obviously going to come see the show and are going to have a great time, and then there are people that would rather go to a Malcolmore show or a Macklemore or 50 Cent or who else, Imagine Dragons. These people are the ones that I'm almost grateful they're not going to be at the show, because who wants that crowd?
Nobody wants that crowd. That crowd is crap as far as I'm concerned, Big T.
I hear you. Well, thanks. I'm going to let you go.
Thanks, Bobby.
Because, Matt, where are we at with the show?
Thank you, guys.
Well, first,
all the best.
First, speaking of Doug, actually, Bobby, you should listen to this. Doug and I will be in Chicago next Thursday, the 21st, with a special movie screening night. Links to that in the bio.
We're going to be showing Police Academy 3.
Yes.
We're going to be showing the new episode of The Compound, which Vic and Tim did not comment on yet. Which is
I haven't
oddly enough, he sent a...
I started typing in it. I was laughing, crying.
We got the link last night, like during the show. What am I going to rush off stage, towel off, and get into my screening room?
Yeah, you had time to send that 10-minute influencer video.
Well, this is...
Yeah, you towel off and you watch the new edit.
This is a difficult conversation. You see that transition? And speaking of difficult, Tim, do you want to bring on our next guest?
Yes, our next guest,
Difficulty Man.
I'm trying to let the boys breathe here.
Sorry, I couldn't tell if that meant you couldn't find it.
Tim, do you think that we are in like a vibrational superstructure, like a simulation's a vague way of saying, but do you think we're in like a pattern?
I'm gonna cede the air to that drop whenever it comes up. Difficulty Man is here, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Difficulty Man. Would we please allow this Difficulty Man into the office hours studio, please?
Hello. Do I speak into this? Am I sounding okay?
You sound great. I can hear you.
Wonderful. How many people are listening to this? Matt?
How many people? We've got probably about a couple thousand.
Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Connecting me to audiences far and wide, I use my newfound platform to declare, workers of the world, rise! Overthrow your parasitic bosses and own the means of production. This includes you, Vic. And Doug, young man, I suggest you arm yourself, for your time as an indentured servitude is over. Naturally, I myself will not be joining the revolution, as I am on vacation. Many of you are probably wondering, who am I? An excellent question. Some have accurately described me as a Kindle, come to life. However, make no mistake, I have zero attraction to Barbie. She's my sister. Besides, my sexual appetite tends to crave a more second-dimensional spice. Thank you for having me on, Tim.
Interesting to have you here.
Yes, and it took a long time to get here, as I'm on the no-fly list after developing a pack mentality with the TSA dogs. I traverse this great land by foot, populated by bison, lamb, crickets. I've also come across catching one of the most beautiful rarities of this continent, which I brought for you today. Now, how do I give it to you?
I don't know. I don't. Matt, do you want to help him give that to? I can't. I mean, I'm in a different location physically, so I won't be able to receive that.
You're not here physically?
No, sir. I'm in Medford, Washington,
My.
in the conference room of the Hilton Hotel. Okay.
It appears Tim has been kidnapped and taken into an undisclosed location in what I can only assume is for ransom. Well, I can assure you, dear audience, we will not negotiate with terrorists, even if it means to the demise of our beloved host. Having never met Vic, I can only assume he's a figment of my imagination. However, Tim, I'm hoping I can get this to you very quickly. It's a fish.
Okay.
Is it a goldfish or?
It's a gold. It's one of the most dangerous of the North American continent. I nearly died catching it for you, Tim, as I'm deathly allergic to this beast.
Oh, wow. You're allergic to goldfish. I've never heard of that.
Yes, their scales make me flare up. Now,
oh, well, I certainly didn't need a goldfish, so I'm sorry you went to the trouble.
Do you have Tim? Do you have a bowl somewhere? I've been feeding it pieces of my skin in order to keep it alive. However, it now hungers for the rest.
Ah, yeah. I didn't know goldfish were predators.
Yes, Tim, I'm quite disappointed you are not accepting this gift as a seemingly open-minded man.
I would accept it if I was there, and I will accept it in my absence. I could, by proxy, will give Matt, Captain Carlin, permission to accept the gift on my behalf. How about that?
I'd prefer not to, actually.
What?
Okay.
I'll have you all know that we have explored more of our universe than the very depths of our ocean. I suppose that's why I tipped over a bird bath the other day, exploring the mysteries of water. So, you really won't accept this gift?
Well, Matt, you're not accepting it? Why don't you just accept it, you know? Like, what's the big deal?
Really prefer not to. I don't care for it. I don't want the responsibility. I have enough responsibility in my life.
Well,
Doug, would you accept it on my behalf, please?
I'll take it. I'm just going to release it back into the pond at the Arboretum, probably.
You won't give it to Tim?
Okay. Yeah, I will.
Wonderful.
Yeah. You're leaving after this, right?
Yes.
I'll give it to Tim.
Wonderful. Perfect. Well, that went quite successfully, despite difficulties in my life. I seem to have difficulty connecting with others. Perhaps it's due to the fact I get into an argument with every child I interact with. Maybe it stems from when conversing with adults, I use tickling as an expression of agreement.
Oh, yeah, don't tickle people if they're not, generally don't tickle people. But.
Well, when loved ones sit me down to calmly explain why this is inappropriate, I lash out and bite them.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
TMI.
Wait, you bite?
TMI? Perhaps it's because whenever I make love, I get distracted and begin pretending that I'm an airplane. I just can't help but make the sounds.
What sound?
What sound is that? Jet?
I am sorry. I could not display this inappropriate act in front of a wide audience.
Who are you making love with?
My partner.
Okay.
Partners of various kinds of all different dimensions. Especially the second. Now.
2D partners?
Yes.
So
2D partners.
Perhaps on a screen or something?
Not on a screen, but on a flat plane where we are both equal. Stand tall.
Okay, I'm ready to take the fish away.
Wonderful. Perhaps I have difficulty connecting with others because whenever I get into a disagreement with someone, I bend down and try to tie their shoes together.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
Yes. But I try to do nice things, like hold doors for people, insist they enter before me, despite it not being their destination at all. When they politely decline, I sprint past them, heading towards the next available door to open. Many people just don't give me a chance. Maybe it's because it's taken me years of physical therapy to get me to walk upright, instead of crouching very low to the ground and swinging my arms back and forth as I walk. And despite that therapy, I've recently returned to my preferred stance. So, Tim, I find that with you absent from your home, I decided to take it upon myself to guard it with my life.
Oh, no reason to do, no need to do that. Thank you.
I am already armed with one of the rocks outside of your home and prepared to commit violence on any sort of intruder whatsoever.
I would wish that to not be the case. I would wish you would not do that. Thank you.
Tim, I will guard your house with my life. And like a hermit crab, I too have taken refuge in this now abandoned dwelling.
Okay.
Inside your recycling can, of course, as it was sanitation day today. I'm a man of simple needs. I don't need the luxuries you've grown accustomed to. So, Tim, as a thank you on your show, for having me on your show, I will be guarding it. I will probably be buried here, defending your home. Thank you.
You're going to hide out in my trash can and with a rock and throw it at someone if they come towards my house?
I already have. You're pesky mailman.
Please.
Emancipating us from the Imperial United States Postal Service.
Please, I would, Matt, could you try to talk him off the ledge here? And I'd prefer him to not be guarding my house when we wrap the show up.
My knobs are a bit antiquated.
Well, Matt,
there's a security system in place where we're fully secured.
Well, Tim, I actually can't leave as I've already developed a symbiotic relationship with one of your houseplants. I urinate in it, racing it with fertilizer, and in return, it gives me an allergic reaction. An asphyxiation that I cannot break.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man, but if you don't leave my premises after you've been asked to, we'll have to alert the authorities.
What authorities? Who has authority over your own domain?
Well, A, I do, and B, if I consider you a trespasser, the local police department will intervene and ensure that you are no longer trespassing on my property.
Tim, this is a betrayal I've never even anticipated. I've traversed this whole land just to get to you, and you don't show up, you're not here. I assume you're kidnapped, and you are not. You left on your own volition. So what are we to do?
We are to let you go and ensure that you.
Tim, do you have voices in your walls? I will grab a sledgehammer. I could probably break it open right now.
No. Matt, can you please restrain difficulty man? Could you restrain him or escort him out of the studio and off my property?
I don't want to get hit with that rock.
Perhaps this can pick up on the vibrations nearby.
Wes or Luke or can somebody make sure that he doesn't start throwing rocks at people?
Maybe just put the rock. Can we put the rock away and let you?
Thank you.
Get on with your speech or whatever it is.
Absolutely. This concludes my speech, and I thank you for having me.
Man. Thank you very much for being here. And it seems like your intentions are sound, and you're trying to do the best for me. I appreciate that, but please respect my wishes. Thank you, Difficulty
Absolutely.
Man. I do wish him the best.
Did you want to tell some jokes still, Difficulty Man?
Maybe in the second half of the show.
We can take a caller.
Okay.
Well, I'll decide that.
Hello. I think we should turn the show over to Difficulty Man.
Let him be there.
Oh, I know what happens when I'm not in the room.
The cat's away, the mice come out to play.
The show in check.
Let's check in with Nick. Nick had some questions for us, right, Nick?
Nick, what you doing, huh?
Hey guys.
How you doing, Nick? Fucking
Hey, I'm
Nick.
good.
Guy.
Coming to you from Madison, Wisconsin.
Ooh, Barrymore Theater coming up next week.
Next week. And that's my topic because I don't know what to wear to see you, Tim. Do you have any fashion advice?
Yeah, Vic's talk about I'll give you some advice real quick. I think whatever makes you feel comfortable. Not a black tie event. Summertime. I want you to be comfortable. You got to anticipate there's going to be some air conditioning in that theater, but I would call the theater and ask them what their air conditioning policy is.
I made the mistake of going to the show overdressed.
Oh, it was hot.
And it was hot, and I wanted to just be naked in there.
Yeah.
So come with layers. Maybe wear a vest, like a black vest that a magician would wear. Put that on the outside, and then perhaps
a vest on the outside.
Yeah, and then a button-down short sleeve that you could probably take 3 buttons down, and with a puka shell necklace.
Sleeves.
And then then like probably some kind of Burlington Coat Factory coat on the top layer.
Is it 4 layers now?
Let's talk about Vic's wardrobe choices.
Let's go.
What was your thought process?
I kind of wanted a uniform where I could just like not think about what I'm wearing. So I found a yellow soccer ref shirt at a thrift store, and I put it on. It was the most comfortable shirt I've ever worn. I think I had it on last week or whatever. So I've been wearing that a lot, and then I've been wearing that at the shows, the Legion. And then I bought like 3 more of them to have for the I could just wear them all the time. But Tim wasn't a fan of my bright.
It was so bright, and it pulled focus from the star of the show. Me, there's this big, giant, bright yellow blob. Oh, there's a picture of it. So yellow.
Tim, you're too muted. You got to get some colors popping. You know,
I can't compete with that yellow. What am I
wear
going to
this?
do? Hot pink?
You can wear
yeah,
this
hot
red?
pink, fuchsia.
Listen, Vic got the message. I was.
Oh, I got it clear. Yeah.
And he's wearing nice, reasonable Western shirts. that look pretty good.
And I went out and got like 5 of those, and now I'm good to go.
Yeah. You don't want to think about what people are wearing on stage, you know?
I will agree. It was a bit distracting.
Thank you. Finally, somebody's on my side in this world.
I hope he kept the hat, though. He kept the hat?
I kept the hat. Well, the first night I bought an actual
cowboy hat.
Real a cowboy.
That looks good. I like the cowboy hat.
Yeah, so I didn't bring it because it was so heavy, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, and I was sweating.
I don't know what these people do with their cowboy hats because they're so they're big, and like you can't. If you wear a cowboy hat, I would love for somebody to chime in on this. Let's say you're a cowboy in this, the Texas guy. You wear your cowboy hat all day, and a country boy, and you drive a truck, which I assume you drive a truck or a car. You get in that car, and you can't put your head back. You got to take the hat off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, what are you wearing the hat for?
No, you can't wear it in the car. There's no
No.
way. And yeah, and I asked the guy. I was like, hey, so how do you clean this? Because I get the sweatiest forehead, and he's like, nope, you don't. He just like, shakes his head. I'm like, oh, okay.
Tim, someone in the chat had a great idea. Is you show up nude and then clothe yourself with merch.
So that's what I was gonna ask too.
What?
Require your crowd to show up nude, and then they have to buy the merch, and then you could sell pants,
good idea.
socks, and shoes, and all.
Yeah, what do you think about people wearing your merch?
Yeah, I want to.
have
What would be good for the merch table is like a mannequin with the merch on, like at a clothing store. You never see that.
No, you don't.
You never see that at a merch table. Got to sell pants.
Is it cool to wear the band's T-shirt to their own show?
Well, oh no, I mean, we're talking about something slightly different here. I think you're saying the audience should buy our merch they should come to the show nude.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And just do like a partnership with Uniqlo and just
a changing room. Yeah. Or no, they could show up with clothes that they want to donate. Something they would give to a thrift store, and then you can make it also be a clothing drive. And then
the one idea I had that I was flirting with was because I generally don't like packing and having tons of clothes and sorting through a suitcase every day. And so I was like, well, what if I just didn't bring any clothes? Maybe like a backpack with a couple items in there. And then I put out the message every day. It was like, somebody bring me clothes. Bring me your band shirt, bring me new underwear, bring me some socks.
Something you would
then
donate.
It would be hard to regulate. Then you'd have 100 pairs show up. But So don't bring clothes to my. And I don't. That feels wasteful. All right. So I'm not doing it.
Well, no, maybe the surplus could go to the Salvation Army or something.
Yeah, but what am I going to put on old Salvation Army underwear?
No, they bring you washed, used stuff, and it's like it's a clothing recycle.
I will be using new underwear every day. Okay, or my underwear.
But that's all you bring is just fresh underwear.
You think you could Elvis, like you could beat Elvis's record?
Oh.
Like if maybe you could sell it then for charity, but
That's
like
true.
Elvis wore tidy whities in a 1977 show, and he soiled them,
Ugh.
and somehow somebody got them and framed them and sold them for $15,000.
And they got the skid marks are on there, Vic.
Big skids.
Does
big
anybody?
skids.
Does anybody?
Yeah,
do you have that?
I can't pull it up here.
Matt's got the image, I think.
Yeah, we got the image. Hold on a sec.
Oh, thank God.
I gave it a thumbs down in the chat.
Ugh. Let me see those.
All right, I want to see the skids. Go in tighter.
Yeah, there's a close up. There we go. There
There's
we
the
go.
close up.
Oh, yeah, go down. No, the
Elvis
second shot.
Presley.
The second image.
I know. Relax.
Wait, are they soiled in the front? It looks maybe that's
That's it's confusing.
There's a lot of sweat there and
blood.
Well, yeah, it could be.
I wonder what toilet
They've got
paper
a
was like
nice-
in the 70s. Do you think it was coarser?
I don't want to give too much away, but I had I have a really good Elvis chunk in my stand-up routine that I think people can enjoy. Do we like music? It's a question I also ask in my stand-up.
Sweet soul.
Anybody here like music?
We love it.
We love it. All right. Well, shall we transition to our musical guest today?
Definitely.
What's the guy's name from that British music show? The
Jules Holland.
No, the other one from the 70s.
John Peel.
No.
Top of the Pops.
Come on.
He's British?
Yeah, it's the chat will know what I'm talking about. Guy with a beard.
Gregory Humper?
No,
Graham
the
Norton.
name of the show.
Old Grey Whistle Test.
Old Grey Whistle Test. Thank you,
yes.
Matt.
Thanks, Galantini.
Yes. I will be. What's the guy's name?
Old Grey.
What?
Old Grey. It's his whistle test.
No.
Bob Harris, they say.
Hello, everyone.
Jimmy
It's Bob.
Seville.
Hello,
The
everyone.
great. Jimmy
Hello,
Seville.
everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Old Grey Whistle Test. We have a wonderful music act for you today. The incomparable Ian Sweet is here. Shall we speak with her first?
Yes.
Nice to finally meet you. Are you doing all right?
Yeah. What's the accent?
How did you begin with music? Was it always something you aspired towards?
Yeah, kind of something I always aspired towards.
Your new record's come out, isn't it?
An EP.
Where can people find it? Is it available all over the world?
The whole damn world.
What song are you going to be playing for us today?
I'm going to play a song called Fight. It's on the EP.
All right.
Thanks for...
This is Ian Sweet with a new song. I couldn't hear the words. I couldn't hear the name of it.
It's called Fight.
Fight.
Called Fight. This is Ian Sweet with Fight.
Okay. Every day's the same. I ran out of things to say. But I keep loving you like it's the only thing that keeps the earth from spinning away. And I get high in my car. I'm gonna cry all night, dance in the headlights. We could drive real far. We could crash this car, fucking fight. Every day's the same. And I'm convinced the sky is fake. But I keep loving you like it's the only thing that keeps the clouds from losing their shapes. And I get high in my car. I'm gonna cry all night, dance in the headlights. We could drive real far. We could crash this car, fucking fight. Fucking fight. I get high in my car. I'm gonna cry all night, dance in the headlights. We could drive real far. We could crash this car. Fucking
All right. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Thank you, Ian. I think Matt.
Yeah.
I don't. Should I call you
You could call me Jillian or Ian. 'Cause
Jillian?
the Ian is the end
Fascinating.
of the Jillian.
Fascinating that your name is different when you under your recording name. Was that a choice you made for any particular reason, or was it just sort of the way the world? No, listen, Alex. Matt, shall we take a break? Pop has to peep peep.
Yes, indeed. Doug,
Be
you
back
got
in
a
a moment.
tune ready, or you want me to play one from the list? I got
It
one
smells
here if you
good.
need.
Can you play one? But before we go, can I play? I forgot to play the jingle for the Nuck Yuck Yoki.
Yeah, we have the floor. The boss is gone. It's party time.
Here
That's
it
why we
goes.
have Lays.
I will obey the laws that God and man have made. And I will respect the flag of the United States. I will march in the army for the red, white, and blue. And I will march in God's army in honor and in truth. I will obey the Lord. I will obey the Lord.
You're unmuted. Check one.
I will obey His
Tim, are you there?
I will obey.
All right. We're back live.
Okay, cool. You know, it's great to be back. That was a beautiful song. I really enjoyed it. We're joined still in the studio with Ian Sweet, Jillian Sweet. That was beautiful song. Vic brought some bananas here.
And difficulty man, or are you Cory now?
I can just be Cory now. I think,
Cory's here now.
Cory, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Tim.
Those are perfectly ripe bananas.
Yeah, these are ready to stick up my ass.
Oh! Do it on
Food. I thought this. So people might wonder. I didn't know this before I became a traveling touring artist. Is sort of one of the secrets of the road is, and Vic might not have realized this is, in general we don't have hotels. We sleep on the bus. It's kind of a fun experience.
This is like a low key flex.
And takes a little bit of getting used to, but and people say, well, where do you shower? How do you how do you keep hygienic? How do you keep clean? And so generally the venues have showers, so you shower before or after the show. But on days off, what the bus does, what we do is we pull up to a hotel. We get one room, which we call a day room, and our tour manager JP comes in, gets us all room keys, and then throughout the day everyone goes up there and does their business up there, cleans up.
We don't matter. Oh my God, Vic, you're dropping so. Smell 'em. Tim, when you take a shower at the venue, are you guys all in one big shower room like a prison movie?
No.
The whole band.
Dropping soap left and right.
You mind
No,
if I suck it?
it's an individual shower, but it works out pretty good.
I have a boner.
The only thing is, speaking of poops and number twos, is you can't go poop on the bus. There's no solid loafs
There's
allowed.
a big sign that says
no solids.
No, yeah, it doesn't say that. It says like only urine. If you have anything else in there, you gotta go.
So
it's very polite.
Your body is, that's why you have to. It's very important to do what you can to eat good and not overdo it with the drinks, and eat lots of, so that your body can regulate itself and you can train it to go when you can go.
I loaded up on dates last night.
Bad move.
No, it's a great move. It was like a lot of fiber and
dates go right through me.
Oh, really?
Anyways,
what's the most? What are the more solid low foods and liquid low foods that you can find?
We'll get a doctor on here.
Banana.
Well, I mean, just out of your experience.
What are you talking?
What's a liquid low food? You know what I mean.
What gives you diarrhea? That's what you're saying, right?
Pizza?
A lot of cheese, fried foods, I think, make it slip out.
Mm-hmm.
Slip out quick.
Go what?
A lot of dairy, dairy, cheese and milk
dairy.
and milk and ice cream.
Okay.
I don't eat a lot of that stuff. Anyways, what else do we have, Matt?
Do you want to check? There was a bit of controversy online after last week's episode. We had Coco and Joe, you may recall. We tried to make a love connection. Joe couldn't be here today, but Coco is here to state her side of the case. I think we probably owe it to her.
Well, I do like bacon.
Coco, are you there?
Oh, I'm here.
Coco, here's my side of it from what I understand, and I've been very tangentially paying attention to this situation, let me be honest with you, because there's a lot on my plate.
Yeah, no doubt.
You can only imagine. The plate looks like if like some big fat turds played at a Shoney's.
Oh, I get it.
Some big piece of shit Trump voting truck driver pulling into Shoney's and loading up a big boy plate. That's my plate.
Okie dokie.
So we have the love connection from last week. Not really a love connection, but a way for our friend Joe up in Seattle to get his +1 filled. Joe bought 2 tickets, VIP tickets, thinking, well, somebody will go with me. I don't know who, because nobody likes me. 1, 2. But maybe somebody. And so he reached out and then he said, hey, is there anybody out there? You chime in and say, I'd go. Only do we find out later that you are not in Seattle, but on the other side of this great continent, North America, the city of Atlanta. Now you say, well, it's not that big a deal. I was thinking of going to thinking about going to Seattle anyway. I've got some job opportunities there, but the details get a little murky when when it's determined that you will fly out there, but you'll need some kind of transportation and lodging while you're in Seattle? Have I gotten anything wrong?
I didn't need any. I didn't expect any lodging or transportation. I was going to settle that myself.
Oh.
Okay. So we have a disparity between you and Joe. Right off the bat. Matt, is there something, where's the miscommunication here? Are you getting this wrong? Is Joe getting it wrong? What's happening?
Well, Joe's not here to defend himself, so I think we should just speak on behalf of him.
Come on.
And say that I think he just felt like the negotiations got too confusing, and he wasn't sure if you were going to make it out or something like that. I don't really know.
Well, Coco, my question to you is, can you just come see me in Atlanta?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm coming.
Let's send Joe to Atlanta.
I'm there, babe. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to actually propose, because so I think there was a misunderstanding. I thought that he ghosted me, and I can give you the play-by-play if you'd like to hear.
Each group of massages.
All right. So can I get back to it? Thank you. So I know Joe isn't here to speak for himself, but I'm a little perplexed at this narrative that's developing. I think I need a redemption arc. I need a second to speak my piece. So we were talking back and forth.
Or go.
And I thought everything was going fine, but I asked, where the venue was and said, oh, I should probably try to find an Airbnb nearby. He told me where the venue was. Now, sometimes my sense of humor can be a little off the wall and people might not know if I'm joking or not. I took a look at my bank account and said, I guess I could always sleep in your tub and give you $15, which I said in jest. I would have been flying out to Seattle. Yeah, zing. So that's not, I would have been flying out to Seattle, so that's not free. And Airbnb's not free. Maybe he thought it was a bit odd, so I thought I'd lighten the mood. I sent him the it's free real estate gift of your face. And I guess he didn't lie. He didn't talk to me again after that. I guess he's not a Tim Heidecker fan. I don't know.
Well, that free real estate is pretty basic, don't you think?
It was basic. It was a basic hit, but it was perfect. Sorry. Okay. So, anyways, he didn't talk to me.
Here's the deal.
So he just ghosted after the silly joke?
Listen, he didn't talk to me again until Friday at 5 o'clock the next day. I was camping with my friends, and he was like, "Hey, did you already buy a ticket out here?" I shared an IG story about it, and someone reached out to me. So I thought he meant he was advertising for someone else to go, because it seemed like he didn't want me to come. So I texted him actually before this and was like, "Hey, can we talk really quick?" Because I saw your Instagram post. It was just a big misunderstanding, I think. But he's in a court proceeding. This is very
disrespectful.
He's what?
He's in a court proceeding right now, I think.
He's under arrest. Yeah. I think he must be.
The cops are on their way.
He must be an attorney. I think he's.
The non-existent Portland cops are on their way.
Well, Coco, all due respect, you do seem like a handful.
I'm just a scamp. What can I say?
No,
I watched this show.
Listen, it sounded like no hard feelings on either side to me, was my assessment. And so, we just did that. Obviously, the video was just a goof. We were having fun.
It sounded like you were going to be on the future true crime podcast, the story of this whole thing. So you dodged the bullet, I think.
We need a psychic investigator like Sylvia Brown.
But the offer does still stand. He is looking for a date, but we've gotten a lot of dudes offering to accompany him, but he doesn't want a date. Don't judge him.
I went to the Bob Dylan show with you.
Ooh, it was a lovely date. We had a great time.
What is the date again?
Oh, I'm not getting into this, Coco.
Geez.
What the date is? Come on, look at the fucking website.
What
Am I your travel agent? Get out of here.
I'm going to tell some tales out of school now. I very kindly told Coco I'd put her on the guest list for Atlanta, in exchange for being, a party to all our silliness. And she said, "What row is it?" So,
No, I said I'm buying VIP tickets. That's not what I meant at all, Matt.
Well, you'll be on the guest list.
That is very gracious.
I'm Team Coco on that. Matt probably got that wrong.
I do
Listen.
not expect that at all. I very much appreciate it.
Well, we'll
Very
put.
kind.
I'm sure Tim will agree. We'll put you on the guest list. You can go to the VIP Q&A, whatever you like.
I do not expect that at all, but thank you. It's very kind. I'm a huge fan, Tim. I
You know
saw
those
you in
people that are
Atlanta
always like,
before.
always in trouble. There's always like chaos and drama around them, and like it always sounds like it's somebody else's fault. And then I'm always like, yeah, but you're the common denominator in all the situations. But not you, Coco. I'm just kidding.
Cory, do you want to go with her?
Who?
Cory, you want to go with Coco?
Sure, why not? I'll
There
begin
we
walking
go.
now.
Send you down to
I would
Atlanta.
love to go with Cory, but I feel like I should take Joe.
Well, I'll see Joe when Sunday in Seattle. Is that
Yeah, Seattle's Sunday, Atlanta's in what, a couple
I'll
weeks?
see Joe. I'll get Joe backstage and get the scoop from him. We'll invite him backstage and get him on video explaining his side, and then we'll put this issue to bed because I cannot talk about it anymore.
What do you
Audiences are fleeing. In fact, you know what's so weird? Right now at the Hilton, what is the name of? So we're in this one conference room, and the other side, I'm watching this 16-year-old
All right,
kid
thanks, Coco. Take care.
completely destroy a bag of Doritos Cool Ranch. He's going,
They crushed it up.
but on the other side is a convention for it's a group called Assist, which is such a, wait till you hear what can you see it, Vic? It's ASIST, and it's the
But next to it says
Association Suicide Prevention Training.
Let me go get it.
But it's confusing because it looks like it's a convention for people who deal with preventing suicides. But the name of the group is Assist, so it seems like it's like an assisted suicide. Right? So what is it?
You should go in there and tell them, like, first order of business is your name is Mr.
Yeah, we got it. He forgot it already. He came and looked at it and is now. I'm the same way. I cannot retain anything. Okay. Oh, he forgot again. He forgot again.
Take a picture.
Well, we're using our phones for.
Oh my God, we've been
Oh,
canceled.
look, he's bringing it in. This is
Now.
Applied Suicide Intervention Skills Training. Assist. Suicide Assist. It says Suicide Assist on it.
No.
Gotta talk to them about that. Anyways. All right. Bye, Coco.
You want to take another Zoomer? Or what do you
Yes,
feeling
yes.
like? All right, Nua. Is that? Are we saying that right? Nua.
What up? Oh, I'm not. Hold on.
Noah? Noah? Now?
What's up, buddy?
Are you muted?
Hello, sir?
He got muted.
Now?
Unmute. So, can you hear me?
Hey, there
Yes.
he is.
Sweet. Just wanted to talk to Cory. I can't believe Cory's in the house right now as we speak. This is crazy. I love
What is it,
Branchburg.
Is an old friend of yours?
Nah, dude, just love Branchburg, man. Great
Branchburg
podcast.
is great.
Thank you very much for listening.
This is why I want to quit show business or get out of the game of dealing with these networks, these TV channels who don't have a clue. A couple years ago, we took that out around town, said, look at this show. This is Branchburg. You dumb wits, dimwits, you nitwits at these companies, these know-nothings. I said, do this show, you dumb fucks.
Tim did say this in the meetings.
Do it. Do the fucking show. Give us the money. You pig
So you
fuck.
wanted it to be you wanted
Here's
it to
some
be a
slop
TV
for
show?
you. And everybody goes,
You
I
weasel
don't
dumb.
know. I don't know. It's a little too weird. It's a little too, we're not sure. And we're just like, you dumb fucks.
Did you guys want it to be a TV show at
Dumb
first?
bastards.
Don't be dumb.
Talk about the show, Cory.
Yeah, so we wanted it to be like a live action show, and it would center around Brendan O'Hare and myself. And yeah, so we flew out to LA. We pitched to a bunch of places. They all chuckled and nodded, and then said no. And then Brendan made a audio piece of sort of like a storytelling, and that's when Tim said, "Hey, why don't you expand this universe through a podcast? It's cheaper to make. You can do basically whatever you want." And so we just hit the ground running and pursued that.
See, I think it's more fun having it audio and not visual because you can imagine these psychotic characters and situations they're
Well, thank you.
getting
Yes.
themselves in without the
Yeah.
money and effort of creating that.
No,
That
that's
definitely works, but
Absolutely.
That's
the first
totally
thing
true.
I saw from you guys was a short film you did called
I'm going to throw my
I'm going to
pizza.
throw away my
The Christmas tree.
The Christmas tree short. If we could link to that somewhere, Matt, that would be great. I was like, oh God, thank God, something funny and good and well made. Got a very specific tone, and it's very unique and stupid. And I became a fan immediately.
You're my hero.
And for everyone listening, the podcast is called This is Branchburg.
Sorry, I did not catch that.
What
This,
happened?
this is Branchburg.
Yes, this is Branchburg.
Is it coming back? Are you doing more? What's going on?
That is a great question. I would love for it to come back. We just need to find a means to finance it.
I'll talk to Boss Tim, Boss Man Tim. Just kidding.
Well, now we're the execs making decisions. Yeah, we love it. It's just not for us right now.
The Office Hours Network has a lot on its plate, so.
And I took a page from Tim when I pitched it then to him and said, "Listen here, you dumb so-and-so." And so
Office Hours Northeast, Branchburg, way out there.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks
for
Matt,
calling
Noah.
in.
Thanks, guys.
Ian, sweet.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Oh,
Right here.
grew up in Southern California.
I grew up in Agora Hills.
Wow.
Yeah. I live in Glendale though, guys. Right
Really?
now. Yeah. And on my way here, my car battery died.
Uh-oh. Were you in? What happened? It stalled out at a light?
No, actually, no, it was in my garage. And I went to turn it on and it said, "Not today."
Hey, of all days.
I know, of all days. And I took an Uber here.
Well, I think that's the way this is going to go because we got to get rid of these cars. Everybody with their cars. It's like enough. Like just get drone drivers, like these driverless. That's what's the future. It's going to be. It's just going to be these fleets of driverless automaton. Automaton.
I like automaton.
I like that.
Automatron cars. And Doug, you'll just open your phone and you'll say, "I need a car now. I'm going camping with my friends." Okay, sir, we'll send you a van, and then off to the campgrounds you go. Or I'm just I got to go to the beach. Okay, here comes your car. It'll be here in 3 minutes.
I can't wait for that future.
I do not want a car.
I like to drive. You guys don't like
No,
it?
cars. I hate being in a car. I hate driving.
I hate it.
I like camping in my van, though.
I like driving in my car. It's silent. I put no music on. It's just silence.
Nothing?
No.
No radio?
No, I like just dead
You just
silence.
think?
I just think. I
Just that
just
white
Or you
noise
just
of
pay
the
attention.
wheels.
You drive, you pay
no, I
attention
don't.
to the road.
No, you know when you get somewhere and you've been driving for like an hour and you're like, I don't even remember.
Yes.
Black out. That's what I like to do. I like to fully black out behind the wheel.
Well, your brain goes on autopilot, no pun intended, when you do drive because you can only focus so much of your attention at a time. And so when you drive, you're more in like sort of a not totally frontal conscious state. You're just more just like going through the motions and following the directions.
Literally a Zen state of mind.
And then you got your phone out. You're checking out.
Right. I'm looking at Instagram. I'm taking selfies with the filters. Crashing my car.
Let's talk movie news. There's some. We're got a new segment here called Movie News. Couple. Yes. Couple of
Hollywood.
Couple of trailers just dropped. One, people will be excited to find is as we all remember last summer. This summer I'm on tour. Last summer, where was I, Vic? Where was I, Matt? Yeah, where was I, Doug? Who can guess quickly?
Last summer?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Italy.
Yes. So we won't show the trailer, but that's the film Spin Me Round. Trailer dropped last week or this week. You got Allison Brie, you got Aubrey Plaza, you got Fred Armisen, Zach Woods, Molly Shannon. Huge cast. Trailer's good. I got a couple notes on it, but
what's
it's
the
pretty
guy's name from the Soprano movie? What's his name again? What did you say?
Oh, Alessandro Nivola.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal in the movie. These are my friends. This was the great, I'll say it, fuck it, life-changing experience in my life working with those people, spending the summer, building some new friendships. That trailer dropped. That's going to come out in August, day and date, as they say in the business, which means it'll be streaming and in theaters in August. Maybe we'll have a special Spin Me Round episode with some of the people from the cast. I don't know. But the bigger trailer dropped that we should talk about and get into this right now is Vic's favorite TV show from the 50s or whatever it was. It's sort of a cheap ripoff of the Addams Family. The Munsters, not monsters, the Munsters, as in the cheese. The Munsters, starring Fred Gwynn and Grandpa Al Lewis and the rest. Just, we all know the Munsters. It was always on in the afternoon. That has gotten the film treatment. The Munsters had been remade a few times, different. There's the new Munsters.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, in 1987.
Yes,
I remember
really.
like the new Monsters was shitty, and then there's like Monsters Come Home. There was like movies and
But Robert Zombie from White Zombie, who's now become just a filmmaker, a horror icon, legend in the horror scene, which is not really one of my favorite genres. He's taken a stab at a Munsters. Do you like how I really insist on saying Munsters? The Munsters. Doug, were you a Munsters head growing up?
I remember when those shows were on. I kind of got them confused. Which one was the Addams and which ones had the hand that was crawling around?
That would have been the Addams Family.
Yeah, I think I liked that one. But I did like the Frankenstein guy.
Fred
Munster? That's Herman Munster.
Yes.
Yeah, he was. I like that.
I think the Addams Family was slightly more sophisticated. It was kind of like, it was a little more heady, a little more adult, and the Munsters was a little more cartoonish and slapsticky.
What about Car 54? Where are you?
Well, that was also Fred Gwynn.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Al Lewis is in that too.
Was he?
Yeah. And the other guy, what's Tuddy? What's his real name? That guy.
But anyway, doesn't matter.
Who cares?
I just watched Three's Company. That was the best.
Robbie Zombie decided to take a shot at the Munsters movie. Now, I don't know anything about this. If this is for all I know, I would totally accept this as a viable explanation. If this is in fact not real, this is some kind of inside joke, and I don't want to look like an idiot to say like, "Oh, you didn't think this was real, did you?" But let's watch the trailer and discuss because it's shocking.
Rob Zombie, the director of House of a Thousand Corpses, Halloween, and The Devil's Rejects, brings you the greatest love story ever told.
Can we not get a real guy to do this voice? Like, they had to get like somebody doing a bad joke parody of that kind of voice. Rob Zombie. Like, right. They could have just gotten a real, like we got those guys on Fiverr.
They didn't have the budget
to do like the real VO guy, but they've got it feels like a clown doing it. Okay, keep going.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Think of it. The brain of a super genius transplanted into the body of a perfect physical specimen.
I want a man that makes my blood run cold. A man that every time he enters my crypt, it's like a stake through my dead black heart.
I can whip you up a humpy down in the lamb.
Oh no! Remember what happened last time?
English battered.
Is Wes there? Wes is our sort of chief technical officer here. Wes in the control room. Can I get you to join the conversation real quick?
Hey Tim, how you doing?
Good. What are they shooting this on? What is this format? Does it feel like it was like the cameras were set to the wrong? It's like it was shot on PAL, like a
It's juicy.
European format, video format. Doesn't it look weird? Like off?
Super
It's,
VHS.
It's very colorful.
Super SVHS.
It really looks like the entire movie's on green screen, doesn't it?
No, it does
Well,
not.
no, there are parts that aren't.
There are sets.
There are, you know.
But the lighting is, it's like party lights. It's like lit exclusively from Halloween Town party light section.
I do like this guy though.
But the film, I'm only watching in the little window, tiny window, so it's hard. But it does feel like it's the wrong somebody with the the new digital cameras have so many buttons. And I fear that one of Robbie Zombie's interns operating the camera here had the settings all wrong.
They pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, let's keep watching.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. I'm looking for a vision, a queen, true love. And what exactly do you want?
Is Herman Munster in there? I knew the moment I laid eyes on you that you were special. I understand if you don't feel the same. I'm just a regular gal living a boring, normal life.
If there's one thing I know.
Well, the one guy that I feel bad for because if you keep playing it, then is Grandpa Al Lewis.
Is that the rest of
doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I wonder if that actor is just like, wait, am I the only one who's trying here? Like, you left me out. You left me out on the edge here. Right?
The female lead is Rob Zombie's actual wife too.
Melted away.
Might
As soon
explain
as you
something.
appeared in my life.
It seems Miss Lily is truly in love.
Oh, come on. You know and I know that we got to get rid of that bozo Herman Munster.
Yeah. Get to the I clipped out this one little moment I put online the other day.
Is it at the end there?
Yeah, keep going. And so this is like an origin story. So they don't have any of the kids. They don't have
Right.
the Wolf Man kid.
Wolf Kid.
Eddie Munster.
Here it is. It's the when they're at the door. Yeah, maybe it's there. It is.
Greetings from Transylvania. That's a strange way of saying hello.
Oh, I guess we're gonna have to get used to it.
Wow.
Yikes.
That looks kind of fun.
Have you watched any of his
Who's
other
that for?
movies?
No.
He's objectively a terrible filmmaker.
Oh.
They're really bad. Have you you like them?
No, I thought when you guys were first playing this that Tim had like made this as a joke. Like this was like one of those commercials you make or something that's a joke. And I was like literally into it. Like, wait, this kind of looks like the sets are kind of elaborate. So I don't know if
like
you guys
Heidecker
put this
versus
much
Dracula.
effort into it, but
I mean, they're trying to do a wink. You know, he's trying to be corny on purpose, but it just
It's
stinks.
campy. It's like purposefully campy, right?
yeah, but
Some ideas just shouldn't be pursued. I mean, of course, you don't want to do like a dark Munsters either. You don't want to take it seriously.
Christopher Nolan does Munsters, and then it's like
I like that.
That I would like to see. I mean,
I'd be into that.
I feel like it's this obsession with existing IP.
yeah,
You
the only way
Hollywood-
to get anything done. Now, if this is Branchburg had been some kind of hit 70s sitcom, we might have had a better opportunity.
Well, now that it's a hit,
started
it's
too
been a
late.
hit podcast. It's existing IP. Maybe they'll go for it.
Yeah. Anyways, listen. Maybe you'll love the new Munsters. What do I care? Maybe you...
Maybe it's a fun watch.
Maybe Vic loves the new Munsters.
I might. I'm gonna watch it.
Shannon Dry, do you have something to say about the Munsters or otherwise?
What classic movie did that house?
Oh, sorry.
everyone.
I was
Who's talking to... Who's talking?
Was Vic talking? Sorry, Vic.
Right, I was talking about the Burbs.
But did you just say Vic? You asked yourself that question? It sounded like you said, Vic, what famous...
We got to play that back.
Yeah,
Maybe I did.
Jeez. Oh, we've got my favorite beverage in the world, the black cherry Waterloo. Can I have some of that?
We love
I put my flats in it.
You put your what?
I put my flats in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
flats. Oh, flats.
Your carbonated turns it back into water. Still water.
I don't have really. I missed the first half of the show, so I feel very behind.
You had your hand
But-
raised, Shannon. Don't let me down.
No. I have a question. I'm turning 40 next week. What should I do with the rest of my 30s?
If you were my dad, what his absolutely misogynistic response to that would be, time to trade in for a new model. You know?
That's what she's supposed to do?
That's what her spouse is supposed to do.
Whatever. So when are you turning 40?
July 19th.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Show just can't be about talking about numbers.
Listen, numbers, this age, this whole thing is a total joke. It doesn't mean anything anymore. I'm out there. Every night I'm out there. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm 46 years old and I'm acting like I'm 18 on stage. Jumping around, I'm dancing, I'm screaming my fool head off. You know, I've got the energy of a prepubescent.
Six.
Look at Sir Paul McCartney. He's 80. He's doing that.
1, 2, 3, funny.
Don't think for one whit. Don't think for 1 second about how old you are. Do whatever you want. Don't make it a big deal.
Not 5, not 4, not 2, just 3.
I have one more question.
Okay.
So I was at the show in Williamsburg, and I have tickets to a show in Brooklyn and Office Hours Live.
Wow.
Nice.
And Neil Hamburger over the summer.
Great.
And Tim, oftentimes you'll say, if people just ask, you'll put them on the guest list. So I was wondering if I could be on the guest list for the Boston show.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Because it's my birthday and I don't have any more money.
Whoa.
You're going to see all these shows.
Whoa.
Austin. Yeah.
Boston.
Sure.
I'm drunk. I'm high.
Beantown.
Wait, if you
Nice.
want to, before
Put her
you
on the
turn
list.
40, you got to do every drug you have ever wanted to try. You got to do heroin. You got to do crack, meth. Unless you've already done those, just party every day, every night, go on a bender.
The great
And then-
Sting says the opposite. The great Sting says do all the drugs after 40.
Ah.
Those
Sting?
are
Yeah,
actually, Doug, those are actually the 3 that I haven't done.
Me too.
Shannon Dry. Is that your real name? Shannon Dry?
Whoa.
It is.
All right, you're on the list.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. What a day.
Miracle, man. You know, like the Grateful Dead, they're always relying on their audience to get tickets for people. You come to me, you get the tickets from me.
You're in
Grateful-
New York. Why don't you go to the top of the?
And the audience will take care of you.
if you-
I really
New York-
burned the Dead last night on stage, boy.
Yeah, you did.
Boy, did I burn them. Somebody called out the Dead, and I said, I prefer, what did I say? I prefer bands who can
Bands
sing.
that can sing. Yeah.
Drop the kablooey on them. Blunk.
No, but you should see us when we're jamming the band at sound check. We start doing a Grateful Dead thing, and it's good.
And it's fun.
It's
Yeah.
fun. This guitar player we have, holy moly, Catfish
Catfish
Connor,
is amazing.
he's gonna blow you away.
Tim, I saw you do kind of an Ira Kaplan kind of thing.
How do you mean? Oh yeah, I do. I go a full freak out. Although in San Francisco last night for that segment of the show, we had a band called Tycho. You know Tycho, Doug?
You had what?
Tycho.
What do you mean you had Tycho came just for that solo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Tycho? Is that the toy manufacturer from Tycho?
Basically.
Band.
No, they're a band. Tycho. All the
good,
cool
yeah.
kids know them.
Cool guitarist.
Jillian, do you know Tycho?
No.
He does not.
Tycho.
Tycho.
American musician. Tycho Music, Matt. Link them.
Tycho
TychoMusic.com.
1A?
Yeah. They brought their Moog synthesizer with like 400 pedals
Oh.
and just ripped. Made a sound collage. Sound.
Yeah. Sound.
Bath?
On sirens, always on sirens, right?
Yeah.
That's fun.
It rocked.
Wow.
Anyways, all right. You know these bot articles that come out?
Bye, Shannon.
I was looking. I got a see you in Boston and everywhere else apparently. People have to start traveling and like going to all the shows like the Grateful Dead for my show. I think they have to start, caravanning and stuff.
You gotta change the set list up then, rotate the list so they're not seeing the same show, right? Or maybe I guess it doesn't really matter. No, they love it. They love every version of it.
We have a couple alternates in the set list, so we could be like, let's do this tonight. This bot article on the Spin Me Round trailer came out and said, how to understand Spin Me Round. How to understand. It's a weird way of putting it. All right, Matt, who else do we have? Do we have anything else on the agenda?
Not really. Got a lot of
I
hand
got into
raisers.
hot water as usual. I don't even want to bring it up, but I'm doing all this.
You took a bath? No one's ever said that joke before.
I do this press. I'm doing all this press for the tour and everything and the record. And I do this one with the Daily Beast. And the Daily Beast has a podcast. I guess it's about comedy or something. It's called The Last Laugh. And I'm talking to everybody. You know me, I'm an open book. You ask me a question, I'm going to give you the straight scoop on what I think. And so this guy is asking me about everything. And it comes up to the Chappelle trans thing. And, I'm just basically, it's kind of old news, but it brings up the John Mulaney thing. And, I go, yeah, I just thought, you can read it, but the article or something, but I just said, listen, I just felt like I wanted to tell my audience that if you come to my show, I'm not going to spring some leader of the anti-trans movement on you as an audience member. It's pretty straightforward. And then we go on about Joe Rogan, and I goof on Joe Rogan, and I say what a bore he is, what a drag it is to have to listen to him. Love making fun of him. So
Fair
whatever.
enough.
Turns
So
out I got COVID.
The Daily
I didn't
Beast.
sleep for 25 days.
The Daily Beast turns the whole thing into a bunch of clickbait. So I look online in this article. It goes, Tim Heidecker doesn't hold back. Has no time for Chappelle's anti-trans, which is true, but also they're just trying to get those clicks, And of course, everybody comes out of the woodwork and says,
What the hell?
Who is this guy? Who is this guy? I don't even know who he is. What does he?
Sounds like a dope band.
Think again, sunshine.
But then the opposite. So then these people come out and say what a good guy I am and how nice it is that I'm one of, and somebody goes online, somebody with a bunch of followers, and he goes, Tim Heidecker's the only good comedian because he's speaking out about this. And then the great women and trans people out there who have been talking about it, they chime in and go, hey, what about us? We've been talking about this for years.
Toxic masculinity.
And he said, why didn't Tim correct the reporter when they said that? Why didn't he correct them and say that I'm not the only? Why didn't I get that answer right? So you can't say anything.
Oh, wow. That's the problem. It keeps going. Straight white cigars.
And I think after this tour, I'm not doing any more press. I'm not going to talk to nobody. I'm going to be elusive as hell.
Why? I mean, I guess if people already have their tickets, why do you need to do press?
Well, they're not all. I haven't sold out every show. There's some tickets that need to be in Vancouver.
Imagine being.
Sell these out today so Tim doesn't have to do his press.
I know.
Cancel his.
I know, and I don't even know if it does any good. I don't know if anybody's looked. It's but who knows? I do it.
But what you do it then, and then you they take you out of context or whatever.
They took me out of context.
Yeah, it's why even
all these
do it
people
anymore?
jumping down my throat. I'm like, did you even read the thing? No, you probably didn't read it. Matt, what do you think I should do? You're good. You're always good counsel on this sort of.
What the hell are we going to do without men?
I mean, I think the press is you just gotta roll with it, not let it bug you. Or you do the Howard Stern and you say, I say everything on my show. If you want to hear from me, you listen to my show.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. I mean, listen.
It's clickbait. They always make it clickbait, the title, and then you read the article.
And you're like, shit. We just lost our focus break. Hold on. Just because I touched the.
Well, you got really loud.
Yeah.
It sounded all of a sudden sounded really good.
No, I literally put my finger on the plug here, and it went haywire, went kablooey.
You weasel.
But listen, my final point on this is I say, you know, this might sound self-serving and cynical, but in the end, I'm making the smart move here, because this audience, this group of people, these are the people you want on your side. This is the future. This is the youth. This is the creative class. These are the artists. These are the painters, the musicians, the DJs, the filmmakers. You know, I don't want to be out of touch with that crowd. I mean, like I said, I'm 46 years old. I don't want to suddenly become Bill Maher and sound like some angry old man telling people to get off my lawn.
What is
right?
trending?
So I feel like these Ricky Gervais types and everybody is just like, dude, you're going to be left in the lurch.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want your audience to be like Jim Brewer's audience? Like the lamest people in the world? What a sad, like Ricky Gervais is like, why am I fucking playing in Branson, fucking Missouri? Can you explain that to me?
Trust the science.
Oh, sorry, Ricky, it's the only people that will have you. Why am I doing a fucking... Everybody's just like polite. Ms. Dry, do you have a different that I should be aware of?
It's going well, isn't it?
Oh, wait. Shannon, you have more to say? Shannon's long gone.
Sure. I have more I could add to my agenda.
What's that?
A couple months ago, Tim, you said on the Patreon to like say hi, that it's a community. And I was like, okay. So I was reading through the comments, and there were 2 people who live in the tiny town that I live in, and I was blown away.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, New York City is a tiny town?
Yeah, it's only like 9 million people. No, I don't live in New York City anymore. I live in Greenfield, Massachusetts.
So did you meet up with these people?
Hey.
No, but I said hi. And then a couple days later, we were in a park in a town over, and we saw someone wearing a Hothead Hotline sweater.
Where you from?
Wow.
So we said hi, and it was one of those people.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
You should just wear your Hothead Hotline sweater all the time.
We have the hotline long sleeve t-shirts at the merch booth out here on the road. So office hours represent.
That's good to hear. I got my partner one, but I don't have one.
Okay. Very nice to hear.
Thanks, Shannon.
Fast. Did they give you one?
No,
Can I ask another question?
Okay.
Oh, her birthday's coming up. Let's give her that too, and let's give her put her on the list and give her everything.
Let's drive her to the show. I'll drive up.
All right.
Evan, where'd Evan go? Evan has had a burning question.
Okay.
He needs to know the answer. He won't.
You have a burning question.
That's a good drop.
Rest.
Companies I need to know. I need to know.
Who cares?
So there's a Yola Tango book, and it says that Tim and Eric opened for Shins in the early 2000s at Maxwell's in Hoboken.
That's correct.
Okay. Is it?
Well,
I couldn't find anything online about it.
Wait, where did you say where'd you see this original? Where'd you see this originally?
That's the headline to me. Why would they be
in the
talking
Yola
about
Tango
that in
book?
there?
Yeah, Yola Tango book. Yeah. Oh, hey, Doug. I'm Wrong Tube from.
Oh no
Instagram.
way! That's amazing.
Who?
We're friends. We share shoegaze music.
Yeah, I dropped a mixtape in his locker because I have a crush on him.
I don't want to know about all this side of Doug with this shoegaze, sharing music together.
Oh, Big Day Coming is the book.
Well,
Big day
listen,
coming.
I'll take you back to those old days, 2002, 2003.
How did you get that gig then? If it wasn't it like before or like right before Tom Goes to the Mayor?
Yeah, me and well, the Shins weren't a very big group. I mean, they were still just. I knew of them, and this is a true. I was working a job in New York as a sort of assistant, and I was very bored one day, and this was before digital. There was the iPod was out, but there was still like not you wouldn't like stream music online very often. But quite randomly, I went to Sub Pop's website. Now I was not like a big. I wasn't like a big Sub Pop fan of their label, and I don't know why. I just went there. There on their front page was the Shins' new EP, and you could listen. It was kind of the first time I think I saw this where you could listen to the songs, and they had "Know Your Onion" and "New Slang" was the single that they were showcasing, and I just was like, it was a real knock me off my chair moment. I was like, oh, especially "Know Your Onion." If you haven't checked that song out, you know that one? It's such a cool tune. And "New Slang," before that, before it blew up as that movie Garden State. It was you couldn't deny that song. It was just like an all-timer. And anyway, so I knew them, and then we had a friend in New York. I think Matt, you'd remember her, Robin Taylor.
Robin Taylor, yeah, of course.
She did booking. She booked music mostly, and
She's like the artist side rep.
Yeah. And we had started, I don't remember how we started probably showing shorts at the Knitting Factory where you work, Matt.
Of course. Tom Goes to the Mayor, the overhead projector stuff.
Matt, did you work there when we did our first tour?
Tim and Eric?
Yeah.
No, probably not then. This is way before. This is when me and Tim were like youngsters.
Tim Apple.
But yeah, so I think Robin was booking the Shins, and I don't remember exactly how it worked, but we were asked to show some of our shorts before their set. So we showed some, it was like a little, coming attractions or whatever kind of film display at Maxwell's in Hoboken.
Would it have been 2003 with the fiery furnaces also?
Maybe. But I remember it being exciting because the Shins were that day featured on the cover of the art section of the New York Times.
Now I'm getting excited.
And we met them before the show and got to know those guys a bit over the years more. But we met them there like before the show at some restaurant down the street, and it was just exciting to be around them as they were kind of like emerging and having like a moment.
Interesting
in their career. So
I think my now wife was there at that show.
Mm-hmm.
I was not. In case Evan wanted to know about that.
There's the backstory.
Yeah, that was also in the book. So I need.
You opened for a few cool bands. I feel like maybe Savvy Fav and other. Like I feel like there were a bunch of those bands that you were doing stuff.
And I'm still standing.
Just like
everybody else is dispersed. But what am I, Vic? All right.
Thanks, Evan. A little trip down memory lane.
How about a couple more Zoomers in the middle?
And then we're going to let Jillian do one more song as well.
Oh, great.
If she's still up for it.
And I just want to give you a report. The various members of the Very Good Band have been cycling in with their toiletries. See if I can get Josh. I wonder if I could do this. Oh, yeah. Watch this, folks. See if we can catch Josh enter.
What's the one guy called? Gopher?
No. Catfish.
Catfish.
Let's see. Oh, there he comes. There he is.
Here comes Gopher.
There is our drummer. There's our drummer.
So wait,
Josh.
the bus is outside, and then they take turns showering inside. Is that what's going on?
I was very clear about this earlier in the show.
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. All right, Jacob. Jacob.
They all
Edwards.
shower together in the club.
I heard
and then
that part. Jacob Edwards.
They take their dumps.
What do you
in there.
got?
So I was watching some film reviews lately. Some guys that I like. I think Tim, you might have the Red Letter Media guys.
Yeah.
They faulted the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once for being artistic.
To be
it just
what?
irked me for being artistic.
They faulted it for being artistic.
Artsy. Yeah, they called it artsy in like a derogatory way. It was bothering me because when I hear a critic criticize a piece of art for having artistic value, it bugged me. And then shortly after that, I watched Us because I had not seen it yet.
Yeah.
And everybody said that they didn't like it as much as Get Out, but I loved it. I loved both of those movies.
I mean, that's not fair to
Well,
say.
no, definitely not everybody. No.
Oh my God.
Oh, some of the people I heard say it.
Sure.
But
I can understand that. I can understand people having different
it was just bugging me. Yeah, well, different opinions, but the main thing that was bugging me was the idea of people going into something with these expectations like Us has to be a social commentary like Get Out was because Get Out was.
Right.
It was an excellent movie. I loved your performance, by the way. When you said, I knew you'd forget the fucking flare gun, I was like, that character, yeah, I know a lot about this character now, the way you delivered that.
Well, thank you. I love the Red Letter Media guys. In fact,
I do too.
It was last summer, earlier in the year, we were trying our damnedest to get them on the show. It was this weird thing where they were in town, but then their flight got canceled, right, Matt? It was a whole to-do, but there's definitely a crossover coming at some point. And I had already done their show.
Mm-hmm.
This weird thing, and I just want to get to the bottom of it, where some fans of theirs, some rats, are just like that. I ripped them off with On Cinema, and it's like, I don't think.
They made that joke. I heard them make that joke, but I never thought that they were serious.
No, and I talked to him about it. I was like, you don't think that I ripped this off? And he's like, no. Like, and I think maybe I thought I was doing On Cinema before I knew about them, but it might have been around the same time. But I don't think you can. I think they're so different. Obviously,
I love their analysis. I think they're excellent.
Yeah, they're legitimate. Like I love them because they're legitimate. They have legitimately interesting opinions, and they should be like scripts should go to them before they get made, because I think they would have
they have very good notes with that. But it wasn't them that bothered me. It wasn't them that bothered me. It was just the idea of criticism, faulting a piece of art for reaching for artistic value.
I would disagree with that too, but I'll have to explore more what they had to say about it.
Well, if you haven't seen the movie, they keep saying there's no.
You can ding something for potentially being pretentious, or be cynically trying to be quote unquote artistic, and that being kind of a false, cloying kind of attempt at seriousness that is dangerous, and there's plenty of that out there, but. I think I'd love to talk to them more about it and have a fun, healthy, spirited debate about it.
Make a good point.
One thing that was interesting is that Jay Bauman said something like, if he had seen this movie in his 20s, it would have been his favorite movie of all time, probably. And I think that they're starting to kind of get more cynical. And it's a shame because I can't imagine. They're excellent.
That's what happens with critics, especially film. And music. You just like that's why we're making fun of that a little bit on Cinema, which is this constant, torrent
and that's
of content that you have to have opinions on. I don't know what I think about half this shit I listen to or see. It's like half of it I'm just like, obviously some things move you greatly one way or the other, but a lot of things are just kind of sitting in the middle, being like, well, it's not bad. It's not. I'm not gushing over it. Like I don't really have a strong opinion. So there's people out there that are forced into a lifestyle where they're giving like strong opinions about everything. Feels a little like, yeah, you're eventually going to become bitter and you're eventually going to like lose touch with what you even like. So
Right. Yeah, I feel like I don't want them to go that route. And it was specifically them that it kind of just hurt when I heard them say
Did you
that.
like that movie? Did you watch it?
I loved it. I thought it was excellent.
You got to check out this other thing they directed called Pound Hole.
Oh, Pound Hole. The Daniels directed Pound Hole?
Absolutely.
Well, I was watching. Yeah.
I keep talking to this
I
guy.
loved Pound House
Go to the
too.
bathroom.
Joe
love
of
Doug
Coco
Pound,
and
too.
Joe is here to defend his
Oh.
name. If we want to give
I
him
don't
the
want to get
floor.
into it. I don't want to get into
Can we just give him 30 seconds?
Just a quick one.
People
Just
would
a
love
quick
it.
one.
All right, fine, 30 seconds.
Joe, state your case.
Hello, Zorn Fox.
Hi. I wasn't prepared for this to be a case. I actually just got out of the first case I've ever argued, and I was getting texts.
All right, no preamble. Just get to the
Are
point.
you in Tears
pal.
for Fears?
I don't. I was in Tears for Fears. I left. I was very briefly in Tears for Fears. I don't know what to say. I thought that this was not something that was going to be possible at all. We disobeyed Early John's commands and got each other's numbers, and it just seemed like it was going to be very difficult to actually pull off, because I was like, oh, I'm busy the day before and after, but if you have like people you want to stay with, I'm down. I'm free on Sunday. I agreed to for a ride to and from the airport, but then it was just like, this isn't going to happen, is it?
You are not your past.
Now I'm
You're
getting
you
excited.
right now. Like the past.
I mean, you don't have to offer her anything except the ticket. That was the only thing on the table.
Yeah, the seat.
I was fully committed to the idea. If someone's dedicated enough to fly out here, like, I'm down.
Why'd you ghost her?
Ooh.
Well, Coco, you want to take that one?
This is a juicy.
Oh boy!
She's
All
here.
right, do we want to bring Coco back?
Okay.
Coco's here?
Coco's
Oh
still
my
here.
God.
This is getting very
I
uncomfortable.
told you. Wait, so I was ghosted because
Sounds like he didn't get back to you immediately. That's not exactly ghosting.
This is like divorce
well,
court.
no, like, and that's fine. Like, I just assumed that when he said, I'm going to put, like, I shared an IG story about it and someone reached out and like,
That was like a
like,
passive aggressive way of saying like the ticket's no longer on the table.
yeah. So I misunderstood.
I think you just said
I'll take this. I'll take the fall for this. Joe's a good guy.
Can I ask Joe one question?
But not for these reasons.
Joe, can I ask one quick question that the audience
Absolutely,
must be
anything,
dying to
Doug.
know? When she said the bathtub joke, did that make you clam up? Did you think that was a joke, or were you like, okay, red flag?
I was like, this is either a joke or a red flag. I'm going to give it a little bit of time. And then she was like, that was kind of a joke. And I was like, kind of a joke? Just kind of a joke.
I said, if I come there, I'm going to get my own place. I'm not going to sleep in a bathtub. I didn't actually mean it like that. I'm sorry.
But if I had immediately said, yeah, that was fine, what would you have said?
I probably would have been like, oh, I'm just kidding. I don't want to sleep in the tub.
We'll see tonight.
Nobody wants to sleep in a tub.
I thought you liked to laugh and have fun, Joe.
Snuggle up with you and your twin bed.
Coco seems amazing.
Yeah, she's
Coco's beautiful and amazing, and
So is
deserves the
Joe.
world.
So is Joe.
And
I
deserves Joe.
love the song.
Oh,
You're amazing. You're very talented.
Well, you deserve love, Joe. You do too. But
Are you a corporate
Coco.
lawyer defending like Nestle and stuff, Joe, or what kind of lawyer are you?
Yeah, I'm Coca-Cola. I'm making sure that Coca-Cola gets all the sugar they need to do whatever they want with. No, I was defending somebody who was getting screwed over by unemployment, trying to get $18,000 back from him, but we won.
Joe's a good guy.
Congrats,
He's helping
Joe.
out the little man, right?
I think what our friend who I gave a ticket to in Boston remarked is, and I say it, this is generally a pretty friendly community. In fact, our merch person, Claire, who I just met last night, is joining us. The weird thing about being on the road is this woman, Claire, never met her before in my life. Suddenly we're roommates for the next month. So on the bus,
Inches
like we're suddenly like seeing each other all the time,
Smelling
going
each
to the
other's night
bathroom.
farts.
So she said to me, she goes, by the way, you have the nicest audience. Like people coming to the merch table, people are so nice and polite and respectful. And so the odds that Joe and Coco like would get along are pretty good because they're in this community already. I'm not saying there needs to be any kind of like, romantic sparks, but like it would be a safe bet that it would be probably a normal weekend if Joe is like, yeah, you crash on the couch if you need to, mi casa su casa, all's good. Let's go to the show, get a beer, and have a nice time. Because we obviously like a lot of the same things. We're into Tim and we're into Doug, Vic, and Carlin and Wes and everybody. We're into that scene and the difficulty man. And so there's a common bond there. It's not like Coco's going to see Rancid or
Rob Zombie.
She's not going to see the Juggalos and being like, "Can I stay at your place?" 7 Mary 3. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to the Macklemore show this summer. Can I stay in your bathtub?" You're like, "No, I don't want to be around that person." Oh, Coco's coming to see me.
So what's the holdup? Just somebody buy a plane, like a flight.
Somebody buy a plane.
Somebody buy a flight and just do
Vic,
it.
we don't all have the kind of money that you do.
Tim, send your private
for
plane.
them? Yeah, why don't you guys?
I think we got to get Joe
We're
out
not
to
playing.
Atlanta. That's the key. That's the next
I'll go,
step.
Joe. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll let you work. You should work it out directly. We were just having a goof online. But if you guys want to figure it out, figure it out. But if not, no harm.
Joe, are you okay?
Am I okay? I'm great.
Yeah.
I'm
You okay with Coco? No, I'm just thinking
Yeah.
you're okay. You don't feel slighted by us.
Not even the littlest bit. And I do really think that this community is amazing. Like the fact that, I'm not sure why somebody would just trust me, that like I actually have these tickets, or that I'm like, yeah, don't worry. You don't know anybody, but I'll pick you up and you can stay in my house. But I think it does testify to like how great this community is, that like we just assume that we all get along in real life too.
I agree. I'm proud of that.
I wouldn't normally trust like a stranger on the internet, but if he watches Tim's show, then I assume he's probably a nice person.
And watch these words come back to haunt us.
Yeah.
But Coco, we wish you all the best. We'll see you in Atlanta. Joe, I'll see you in a few days in Seattle. Take me out for crumpets, would you?
Corey, what's going on in New Jersey these days? You going to like any like concerts in the parks or anything like that? Or what are you?
What?
Who, me? Yeah,
Big
no,
thing, right?
Wildwood?
No, I just live in central New Jersey. I have my full-time job, and sometimes I go up to Brooklyn and do shows. And while I'm in New Jersey, I'm shooting like different shorts and whatnot that hopefully going to put out later this year. And that's pretty much it. That's my life.
And if you're a big fan of the podcast, this is Branchford. Check out the pilot, the video pilot of that from before you did the podcast.
Yes, edited by Vic himself.
Very arty, as we were talking.
Yes.
No, it's a beautiful thing.
All right. And that's all we have for you all folks today. I think next week, Matt, are we in Chicago next week?
Oh yeah, Full Trinity live in Chicago in front of an audience. Hopefully, we might be able to release a couple more tickets at the door, so stay tuned on that. It is a sold-out show.
That'll be fun. That'll be live in person at Shuba's in Chicago.
Lots of surprises.
And with that said, I believe we'll have another song from Ian this week. And I will bid you adieu and stop talking for the rest of the day. Bye, everybody. I love you. Thank you.
I don't know if any sound is coming through.
Chad, is something? Is it the amp? Is it on standby or something?
Malarkey. Get ready.
Where did you shit? Stinks. What are you doing now? Doing now?
Opportunity knocks.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. Tell me what's happening. Tell me what's happening. What's happening?
All good.
Another cooker snuggie? I mean a booger cookie?
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
Give me 2 tacos, 1 soft shell, 1 hard,
What's the
please.
buzz? Tell me what's happening.
It's showtime. Oh, sir, that is crazy. Hello, neighbor. Are you vaccinated?
How could a man make a mistake? Make a mistake. Make a mistake. Could a man make a mistake? Could a man make a mistake? Could a man make a mistake? Mistake. Well, man make a mistake. Well, man make a mistake. You know.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Sweet.
7, 8, 9, 81, 83.
Let's go, girls.
Nice, Doug.
That was Vic.
Oh, Vic. Sorry. The song's called Sword. Hey. How do I start to feel less like a deadly weapon? After you made me believe I have the sharpest edges, I dull them down for you. If you wanted me to, I dull them down for you. If you wanted me to. Kill myself with too much time trying to teach you a lesson. It feels like I could be waiting my whole life for you to pay attention. My body is a sword. It gets sharper when it gets ignored. My body is a sword. It gets sharper when it gets ignored. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention.